Well, the time is almost here as we're preparing to sell the house, clearing out our closets, selling decades worth of stuff. We are so close to reaching financial independence.
And as a result, we need to decide what we are going to do on how we are going to allocate the $60,000 on dividend income that we are planning to use to travel the world.
Yeah, we have zero idea how to do this, guys. The longest trip either one of us has taken has been 3 weeks. And most of those were organized trips that we booked online. So this is a new experience for us. And today we're going to go through how we plan to budget that $60,000.
Yeah, and here's how we are going to do. We are going to provide you concrete examples on our situation as we record the video. We have a house in Toronto. We don't have kids, and we have a desire to travel the world. And as a result, based on the top categories that we have here in our cost of living, we are going to try and make a few changes to adjust to our new reality.
Yeah. And along the way, we want to share with you a couple of other YouTube channels that we've really found quite helpful in researching our own budget, as well as what we may encounter traveling full time.
Yes.
So let's start right off by looking at those most expensive categories. And frankly, they aren't going to change as we start traveling the world full time. Those categories are going to be accommodation, transportation, and food. So as you know, Jeanne and I track everything we spend. So over the last 4 years, we've been very diligent about tracking our spending. And when we look at our accommodation or our housing expense here in the city of Toronto, on average for mortgage, home equity line of credit in interest payments, what else? Insurance, and the odd repair to the house. On average, we have spent over the past 4 years, $3,793 a month.
Does it sound like a lot?
Yeah, because that doesn't even include hydro, gas, and utilities. Like, that's on top of that amount.
Yes, exactly. So as a result, we have decided to sell the place.
Yeah.
We have decided to use that money towards our travel adventure.
Right. And so the line item in our budget for accommodation as we travel the world is drastically different than that $3,700, almost $3,800 a month. Yes. We are budgeting 1,800 Canadian dollars per month for our accommodation.
So which includes both of us,
yes,
right? So yes, for both of us.
Yeah, this budget's going to be for 2 people.
Yep.
But that accommodation could look very different, right? We have a place in Brazil. If we're there, let's face it, we're not spending $1,800 a month on that accommodation month, right? But another month, maybe we'll find ourselves in the Swiss Alps. And I think that accommodation is going to be slightly more than $1,800 a month.
It's more than slightly.
So it'll offset.
Yes. But if you do think about another item that is higher on our budget is transportation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, no secret, over the past few years, we've been doubling down and trying to pay off a car loan as quickly as we can. So that's about $500 a month. You add gas on top of that, plus unexpected and regular maintenance costs. We had an unexpected brake job, heating coil, didn't even know what that was, but very expensive. Things like that. So your transportation costs can add up to quite a bit.
As a result, we are budgeting for our transportation somewhere around $9,600
a year.
A year.
Right. And so that $9,600.
Did I say?
No, that's right.
Yeah,
I said it.
Oh, okay. I thought that I usually the one who made a mistake, but okay.
So that $9,000 is going to include all of our transportation. And a lot of you are going to be like, that's ridiculous. You cannot travel for $9,000 a year. But we have a significant number of travel-related points.
Yes.
So already we've booked 4 flights.
4 flights. Yes.
And we may have spent $500 taxes and fees on those 4 flights.
That's why it's important, even though we are talking about transportation. I mean, it's a topic for another video, which is using credit cards to support our travel. So that's how we are going to use and leverage that in our advantage.
Yeah. And then, so that's travel. We've kind of lumped that together. That might include a car rental here and there. In fact, it does include a car rental. We've already rented a car for a month in Brazil when we're there. And what did it come out to?
400 and something dollars.
For the month.
For the month.
That's less than our car payment here in Canada, and it includes the insurance and everything. And if it breaks down, somebody else looks after it.
Yes, it's manual, it's standard, but that's the price that you have to pay. I mean, in Brazil, it's quite common, but nowadays you're getting rid, slowly off the standard ones, and then we can go automatic. But hey, if it is gonna cut our costs, I'm all over it.
We might include a video of me learning how to drive standard. I don't know how to do that.
If you have not subscribed, that could be a good opportunity to see Christine driving a standard.
Oh God, in Brazil.
Yeah, with an instructor. It's not gonna be me, by the way.
Yeah.
So
those are some of the transportation costs that we're going to encounter. But really, we feel like $9,600 for our first year is actually more than reasonable.
yes, and you might be surprised about the amount of money that we're gonna share with you now related to food.
Yeah. So this might be our second largest line item on our budget. In fact, we have food at $12,000 a year.
Yes,
Which is a lot.
it is.
However, for us, food is inclusive of eating out. So we have our groceries. We're going to be cooking a lot at home and wherever we happen to be around the world. But for us, part of our entertainment is going out and enjoying the local
Cuisine
and street
food and everything.
food, restaurants, getting to sit with the locals in the places where they dine with their families. Like, to us, this is entertainment as well. So the food budget's a little large. I actually don't think we'll use it all. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see.
But that's a good example of the videos, because as Christine mentioned before, the maximum that we have stayed is like 3 months. No, not 3 months, 3 weeks. That is gonna be a great opportunity to learn as we go, and hopefully you guys can share and stay with us as we travel the world. And speaking of that, a few minutes ago, Christine mentioned, we have a condo in Brazil, but how are you guys gonna be able to do this with the condo as well?
Yeah. So that's in our budget. And I think we're going to pop the budget up real quick at the end of the video so you can see everything. But we have budgeted for the condo in Brazil. We budgeted for the condo fee, hydro, internet. But luckily, and we've been very fortunate this past year, that the condo has actually now started to carry itself through its rental. When we're not there, we do rent the condo out.
Yep.
So as it stands now, we actually might be able to save that money from the budget. Again, it's there if we need it. We'll see how it goes.
Yes. Now, it's you might be thinking, how are you guys able to do this? How did you come up with those numbers? We basically follow a few other channels on the internet, on YouTube, as you are following us. Hopefully, if not, you might consider subscribing. We are going to give you 3 really good channels that you should subscribe, you should visit them. And it's always good because you have an opportunity to hear from someone else and not only us. The first one that we wanted to share with you is Nicole and Miko. Does it sound familiar? We did interview them maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I'm going to put somewhere on your screen or even at the description of the video their channel, because you should go and follow them. But why do we follow them?
Well, they're really great at immersing themselves in the local cultures that they visit. And they tend to go to some rather out of the way and off the beaten path type of locations, which is really what we would like to do as well. And by doing these types of things, you actually can save a little bit of money because you're not in the hotspot tourist destinations or staying in those lavish hotels all the time, right? They're down to earth. They're very real people sharing their travel experience. And we feel like they're an excellent resource.
Yeah. The second one, we love them. Maybe we can do this, like the same way that they do it. Have you ever heard of John and Beth before?
Yeah.
Or the Retirement Travelers?
Yes.
No? You should go and follow them. Not now. Wait until we finish our video, then you can go and follow them.
Yeah. John and Beth are amazing. They provide such great content, not only on their YouTube channel, they also have a blog where they really do provide a really good breakdown of not only their expenses and the costs associated with travel, but different itineraries, places to see, things not to miss, different modes of transportation to get around, which is also key because if you're not flying everywhere, if you're taking trains and buses and you're not afraid of taking local transportation, you can really save a lot of money that way as well.
Yes, and you might be thinking, but you guys are always talking about couples, Nicole and Miko, Joe and Beth, but what about me? I am a solo traveler. We did not forget you. Actually, a fellow Torontonian who also has an amazing YouTube channel, which is Nora.
Yeah, Nora Dunn, the professional hobo.
Yes.
Nora is amazing. She's actually been traveling on her own and done exactly what we're doing, sold everything, quit her job to travel the world in 2007. So she has an amazing amount of information on her channel as well as her blog with regards to the cost of travel, travel tips, packing lists, what to take, what not to take, all sorts of stuff.
Let's go back to our point, which is, well, you told me to come here and watch your video because you're going to be talking about budget. I heard about accommodation. I heard about transportation and food. That's it?
No, there's a lot more.
There's a lot more.
And I think now's a great time. We're going to put our budget up on screen so you can see the breakdown month by month as to how we think the money will be allocated. So you're going to notice that $1,800 a month for accommodation. You'll notice the Brazil condo in there. You're also going to notice that food category and the transportation category. But down below, there's medical expenses. There's other things like this YouTube channel. It costs money to run. What else is in there? We've got
clothing, personal items, the credit cards that we use to support our travel. So this is all together in one, let's say, category that we're calling miscellaneous. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's around $13,000 per year.
Right. And so when you add all of that up, it comes out to just around $60,000 a year.
To be more precise, 61,920.
Yeah, so we're over the 60,000. However, like I said before, with that Brazil condo paying for itself, we're kind of already this year alone saving that $5,000. So,
but at the end of the day, there's flexibility. Yeah, it is $60,000. We can go over, we can go less, and being able to decide where to go and how much money we wanted to spend. We hope that we will be able to.
Yeah, I'm quite confident, actually, that we're going to be under the $60,000. And I think that might be interesting for you guys to see. So month by month, we're going to go through our budget and let you know how much did it cost.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to walk the Camino de Santiago? How much does it cost to live in Brazil? What's the cost of food in Brazil? Things like that.
Yes, and all of those things you're going to be sharing with you and you can use as a reference when you decide to go and do the same. You might not want to do for the whole month, for the whole year, but at least you kind of have
an idea.
An idea of everything. So let's go back and summarize. For accommodation, let's look at the number.
Oh, $1,800
a month. Let's go and through the year. I think it will be easier. So accommodation per year, 21,600.
I was lost.
That's accommodation. For transportation, 9,600 per year. For food/entertainment, 12,000. And everything else. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, because there is a second category for entertainment, but that's more like entry fees or trips that we might want to book ourselves onto, things like that.
Yes, but how do you think that we should kind of divide and make something that it's easy for you once we start tracking those numbers? And don't be fooled, because we have a spreadsheet to track that. Are you interested in receiving that spreadsheet as well? Share in the comments below. We're more than happy to help you, because even though we talk about us, it's not about us, it's about you.
Yeah. And so if you guys notice something that we didn't have on that spreadsheet that you think is important, please let us know, because we've tried to think of everything. But hey, we're human. We're going to forget things. However, our medical insurance is in there. I can't remember how much it was. It's like $250 a month or something like that for our insurance. We've already figured out, I think, which one we're doing.
Yes, and by the way, we are in Canada. Those numbers that you're providing you now are also in Canadian dollars.
What do you guys think? Do you think this is a realistic budget? Do you think we've over budgeted, under budgeted? Please let us know, because this is going to be our life and we really want to make sure we're getting it as close to real as possible.
And how are we able to do this? Because we have been investing over the last years. If you want to see our dividend income, there is a video that is going to pop in your screen. So you can go and take a look and see since we started back in 2020. Okay? That's it.
Take care, guys.
Go ahead.
So take care, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. Bye.